Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Boy, what a beautiful day. Each and every day is a beautiful day in God because, warrior, we are here as a living vessel of God's to pray it forward in love, in God, and keep it moving. I'm telling you, in righteousness and forgiveness. That's not asking a lot. That's not asking a lot at all. Lord, I can do that. I wish that was all it was before, but I had to go through a life of oppression. I'll do it again for God, honey. For God, yes. Lord, send me. I don't want to really, but I will. God knows my heart. God knows my heart, honey. I'm there for the Lord. I'm there to do my God-given purpose each and every day. Each and every day, no matter how, what the spiritual warfare around me, what it looked like, what it seemed like, what they said, what they said they ain't gonna do, door slam in your face, whatever happened, I got to keep growing on in God because that's what God told me to do. And that's what God commands me to do. Sow love and grow. Sow love and grow. What you reap, therefore you shall sow. So why not sow love? Why not? So sure, we got to keep on growing on in God. We really truly do. I love you. And I want you to be lifted, be encouraged, rise to reach your greatness in God. That's all God expects us to do, is to reach our greatness in God. Don't be a part of the spiritual warfare, and the vices of the world. You be over it. That's what I'm saying. Don't let nothing control you. Nothing is over you. In this battle, this highway of life, honey, we came in the world with nothing but God. See, so we don't need the vices of the world. You don't need them cigarettes. You want them. You don't need this. You don't need that. You want this. You want that. So as you want this and want that, don't let that be over you. You be over that. Be over it. You a warrior. Zechariah 4:6. Yes, you can. You are a warrior by his spirit. So when they say you ain't, yes, you are. When they say you can't, yes, you will. When they say you won't, oh, you already are. You growing in God. We rising up like a great big tide, honey. So look, I'm going to tell you something. What they say about you and your past, honey, that's what created who you are today. You wouldn't be who you are today if you hadn't overcame what you overcame then. Look what you done rose from. Look what God done brought you out of, warrior. I'm telling you, because the battle is the Lord's, but we got to overcome this evil. We got to grow in love. We got to sow the seeds of love. Stop focusing so much on the evil, because I told you the evil may be prevalent, but it ain't relevant. So let's rise in God. God then gave us a plan. Here we stand, man and woman, kings and queens, keepers of the dream. Let's roll on. I'm telling you. I'm ready to roll on. I'm ready to go ahead and sow the seeds of love and soak the fire out like the fire going in the Gulf of Mexico. I want to sow the seeds of love all over the world. See, because that's how the world is on fire right now. The world is on fire right now. On fire from evil and hate. And here we come sowing the seeds of love. Just like a great big water hose. Making a sweet sauna of love. Because what you sow, therefore you shall reap. Sow the seeds of love in your family. Just start showing love. And they gonna show love right back on you. Watch. You show some love here. Ain't you ever heard show some love? Show me some love. I'll show you some love right back. Show some love, honey. I'm telling you, what you sow, therefore you shall reap. If you sow some foolishness, you're going to get foolishness. Laugh over that foolishness. That's what you're going to bring in your life. Honey, you ain't got time for that foolishness. It's time. Tomorrow is not promised. Look at what's going on today. We don't have time to focus on that hearsay foolishness. All that other drama that's going on, honey. Look and see what's happening. The earth is on fire. Ecclesiastes said the oppressors are down here with no comforter, and the dead are better off than the living. So, honey, I'm telling you, the earth is on fire with evil and hate. That's basically what it is. We living in hell down here. So we need to grab each other, link up, lock up, And let's rise up over this evil and this hate together. Different skin, one love, one God who created us. The civil rights movement has always will be a campaign of nonviolence and love. His dream is my dream. I'm going to carry on the dream just like the great Dr. King. I'm going to tell you something. When I go to meet my maker and when I see Dr. King, I'm going to let them know. You know, they going to know I want to show up and show out. I'm going to step forth just like he did. Dr. King said, honey, I believe in God, honey. I believe in the kingdom. I know it's a kingdom. After what I done dealt with in that haunted house, can't nobody else tell me it ain't no kingdom. I know what helped me to overcome what I just went through, and it wasn't nothing but God. God sent the Holy Spirits, honey. The Holy Spirits are here going through us just like the evil is going through us. It's a spiritual warfare. The evil is out there. The good is out there. But what you got to do, you got to let go and let God. That's exactly what I did, honey. I let go and let God. And start sowing love. See, love drives out hate. So therefore, you know, I'm away from the spiritual warfare. I ain't got that kind of spiritual warfare going on with me, honey. It's just some little bitty things. You know, some stuff that I'm going to break through, you know, because the Lord done told me so. You know, so all I got to do is sow love and grow. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep sowing the love, honey, everywhere I grow. Because this is God's earth. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. No matter what the spiritual warfare going on around me, honey, I got to keep growing on. I can't give up. Just imagine if I give up and say, oh, I can't do this because of so-and-so. I can't do this because of such and such. I can't do this because they said so. Then just think, I got to give an account. I got to give an account to God. And then on top of that, it's either grow or die, honey. I got to keep growing in God because, see, when I let go, just like he asked me to, when I let go, I'm going to die a spiritual death. And then I'm going to die a physical death. Then I got to go to judgment and face God. You know, and I'm telling you, it's something. It really is, honey. It's an evil spiritual warfare that's out there and it's out to destroy you. It's out to get after all of us. I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I told you that he told me he used to say you been drinking, just to start an argument, even if I hadn't been drinking. So one day, you know, I called myself. I you know, we this one of the times I had said, you know, I'm through drinking. I'm done. You know how we do. You know, I'm done. Just like what was his name? Woodrow. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, okay, I have one more. You know, that kind of thing, honey. So he said, hey, look, I told him, I said, I don't want no drink. I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. He said, nah, I like you better when you drink. But see, he just wanted to go there again. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, I said, well, okay, well, you know, but after I gave in, I didn't want to give in. I kept fighting, you know, just like Woodrow. No, I didn't want it. But if you insist on it, you gonna give it to me, okay? Y'all went there and took it. But see, but when I drink, and I'm telling you the truth, I know everybody say this probably, but when I drink, I go sit and chill out. But see, I don't drink no more because drinking is a lead to the spiritual warfare. See, and that's exactly what he would do. Wait till you see, I took a sip. Wait till I take 2 sips, maybe 2 or 3. Sit back, chill out for a little bit. Know I done took some sips. And then just throw something out there, start something crazy. You know, just something evil. Just say something. Just because you know, I'm going to get fired up. See, you can't just drink and chill out if somebody bothering you. You know, you can't just go sit down in some corner and just chill out and meditate and whatever. You know, think on some things, some stinking thinking. You can't do that by yourself if somebody's sitting there, you know, plotting with you and acting crazy. You know, so tell them, you know, I'm saying it's a spiritual warfare out there, people. And that's how people set you up. Love drives out hate. And the love drove the evil man on out, huh? Who didn't mean me no good. You know, so here we are, growing in God. You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. God says forgive. Honey, I let everything go. I hope and pray that everybody begins to grow. I want to see us all rise, you know, all rise to reach our greatness in God. Because see, when we all rise to reach our greatness in God, we become a greater world, you know, just like the company Grupo Bambino and what they doing for the world. Just imagine all of us, one by one, to be the change. One by one, till evil and hate are done. Rise up against this evil. Just like how they did when they protest. I'm not condoning throwing stuff, bottles and things and how they did. I'm not condoning that. But I'm talking about the togetherness, how they came together, and stood for what was right, and we don't want the hatred in the neighborhood. We can be here and get along together and get along just fine, and love drives out hate, I'm telling you, and drove him right on in the police car, didn't it? Yeah. So, honey, we need to do better. It's time to do better. It's time to come together. It's time to put the divisiveness aside and come together as one people. Different skin, one love, one God who created us. Remember how they marched. Remember how the freedom fighters lost their lives. All of them. Caucasian, African, Mexican, Italian, just different races of different faces, fighting for genuine equality and righteousness, just as anything else that's trying to live on God's green earth. Anything else wants genuine equality and righteousness. Anything else that you see living, an animal, a tree, grass, till somebody come along and cut it down. Anything else wants to rise to reach its greatness. It's just like that. That's how God's will, God's earth is, all around the world. Anyone living truly wants genuine equality and righteousness. If you right, if you ain't right, you better get right before you get left. I'm telling you, will get left here as an evil spirit, honey. I'm telling you, your legacy. It's time to rise from evil and hatred. We can do better for our children who looking at us. What about the world? What about the planet? What about the future? We can take the children to the park. They come together and play like it ain't nothing. Then we take them back and separate them. Sometimes something happen along the line. What happens? They come together playing. But as they get older, they recognize some differences somewhere. Racism can be untaught just like it was taught. Racism can be untaught just like it was taught. There is no such thing as white supremacy. There's no such thing as white supremacy. White supremacy is a myth. So I would tell the white supremacists, they need to go and truly study the history books and truly go find out what really went on. There is no white supremacy, not even here in this country, because that's not what the Constitution stands for. It doesn't stand for white supremacy. We have moved on from the time when the Constitution has says one thing and it says something else. That part's been fixed. So we bleed the same red blood. That's the color of the flag. So it's time, red, white, and African. It's time to come together as a people. It's time to come together, I'm telling you, and put this thing to rest, finally. All races are critical. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. Genuine equality and righteousness for all, everyone. The oppressors will stop oppressing. It's over with.